to Finance for the Future Awards. We are now live streaming the ceremony. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Sheikha Balrevilla.
Hello, my name's Graham Gibson.
I'm Scott Hood.
Sylvia Villas-Boas.
Hi, I'm Nick Fitzpatrick.
I'm Dr. Danielle Shanahan, Chief Executive of Zealandia Te Mara Atane.
My name is Peter Owen.
Hello, I'm Rishi Booth.
My name is Rishi Kalra. I am the Group CFO and Executive Director for Olam Food Ingredients.
Hello, my name is Rain Vandenberg.
Hello, I'm Dr. Ellen Quigley.
I'm the Chief Finance, Risk and Sustainability Officer of Metro Pacific Investments Corporation.
Hi, I'm Patrick Sheehan, Managing Partner of ETF Partners.
My name's Helen Green and I'm the Group Financial Controller at Burberry.
Hello, I'm Emer Renan. I'm the Group Treasurer with Smurfit Kappa Group.
Hi, I'm Dave Wilson. I'm the Chief Operating Officer at NetPurpose.
I'm Janie Carney. I lead investor engagement on ESG at Tesco.
We're enormously proud to be nominated. It's great to get that recognition from our peers.
We're very excited and privileged to be here.
We have loved having the opportunity to discuss our sustainable business model, process and ambitions with people of the calibre of the judging panel.
When we started this journey, it was about telling our story to our local communities. And to be able to share that story more widely with accountants all over the world is a really exciting thing for us.
This will inspire us to continue to ensure our strategy is focused on building a better and more sustainable world.
I'm David Heyman.
Hi, my name's Susan Gray.
I'm Ernie Daniels.
I'm Johnny Page.
My name is Bettina Paschke from Deutsche Post DHL Group.
I'm Michelle Cantor.
Hi, I'm Nancy Wright.
Hi, I'm Ida Marine, the CEO of African People Companies.
Stephen Rothstein.
Joanna Whittingham.
My name is Martin Roner.
I'm Stephen Lane. I'm the CFO of Extract.
My name's Steve Waggett.
I'm Natalie Gaffer and I lead corporate sustainability efforts at Moody's.
The future of finance is shaped by our ability to incorporate impact into investments now.
And by having external recognition that recognises that what we say we do, we deliver, makes a massive difference when it comes to us being able to have conversations with clients where they know it's not greenwash.
The Finance for the Future Awards are absolutely critical for us to showcase what is possible when we take an integrated approach to our business, to our organisation, to our governance decisions.
Finance is a tool which can be used, and I think these awards show that it's a tool that can be used for good, which is just incredibly important.
I think historically, finance has not been a core part of sustainability, but increasingly it is.
It makes us and every organization participating really think of what is the impact that we're actually bringing to the market.
It's been more important than ever to embed those practices now, from sustainability through to social impact, through to environmental impact, and thinking about the externalities that our financing decisions have on the world and the importance of that.
Sustainability for us is not just about work, but it's really personal to us because it affects not just our business, but our existence as humanity. Good evening and a warm welcome to everyone here in London and everyone joining us online. I'm Nina Hossain and I'm delighted to be hosting the Finance for the Future Awards ceremony. This is a landmark year for the awards as it is our 10-year anniversary. As we continue to develop the awards, we are joined online by some of the finalists in a virtual room, and the evening is being live streamed across the world. To keep the evening interactive, we will be talking to finalists joining us virtually and at the ceremony in London. If you would like to follow the event on social media, or if you would like to join the conversation, please use the hashtag on screen. The Finance for Future Awards were established to highlight that financial leadership is key to creating resilient, sustainable business models and to recognise and share examples by individuals, projects and organisations. Now in its 10th year, the awards are a partnership between ICAEW, Accounting for Sustainability, A4S, and Deloitte. Tonight, we are celebrating 33 finalists from 13 different countries, including New Zealand, Singapore, the Philippines, Brazil, the United States, Canada, Mauritius, and Germany. And we are delighted that so many of our international finalists can join us virtually tonight. The 6 categories that will be featured tonight are Moving Financial Markets, Large Organisation. Moving Financial Markets, Small and Medium Organisation. Communicating Integrated Thinking. Driving Change in the Finance Community. Embedding an Integrated Approach, Listed Companies, and Embedding an Integrated Approach, Non-Listed Companies. Plus, we will be recognising entries from across all 6 categories that demonstrate climate leadership. Now, when we announce each winner, we will say a few words on why they won. We will then invite the winner to the stage or on screen, if you are joining virtually, to say a few words. But please keep your speech no longer than 30 seconds. It's not very long, believe me. In some categories, the judges have given a highly commended as a close runner-up to the winner. The highly commended will not be asked to come on stage or screen. I would now like to invite Jessica Freese, Executive Chair of A4S, and Marty McBrien, Director of Strategic Affairs at the IFRS Foundation and Head Judge of the awards, to the stage.
Thank you very much, Nina, and thank you all for being here both in the room, and this is such a wonderful space to be celebrating finance for the future, as well as everyone joining us online. As Nina said, it is our 10th anniversary, and if I think back to when we first started these awards, over the last decade, we've seen a huge amount of progress in terms of the work that A4S does to really make sustainable business as usual, working with all parts of the finance community, from CFOs and investors through to standard setters, regulators, and the accounting and business school community, to really think through what role finance plays in creating a sustainable present as well as a sustainable future. As a judge, and a judge over all of those 10 years, the kind of inspiration that we see from all of you as finalists, but also all of the entrants who didn't quite make it to the finals, the quality of entries has increased exponentially, and it's become an incredibly competitive process. So good luck to everyone tonight, and we'll look forward to celebrating with you. The breadth of sectors, the breadth of approaches has really given us all a lot of food for thought in terms of some of the lessons and the actions. And really our drive in creating the awards is thinking how we can inspire more leadership and others to follow the journey that you have all been going on. We face enormous social, environmental and economic challenges. So it's only through the kind of collective action and real examples of what we can do that we're going to tackle some of those issues. I'm really pleased to be here with Mardi. As mentioned, Mardi has been one of our judges for Finance for the Future in various of the different roles that she's had, most recently now in her capacity at the IFRS Foundation. But she's really driven a lot of the changes in the reporting world over, well, probably a lot of the lifetime of the awards.
Don't age me, Jessica.
So, Mardi, I'd love to hear from you. I can say as much as I want how important the Finance for the Future awards are, but I'd love to hear your thoughts of what makes these awards special.
Thanks, Jessica, and welcome everyone. These awards are truly global. We just saw that on the screen. Absolutely amazing. And I know many of you have applied for many awards in the sustainability space before, but these are one of the only free, pure play, based on merit awards left really out there globally. So let's be honest, it's open to everyone, and to get even close to winning, you have to be absolutely fantastic. And there's a 3-stage judging process. It's super rigorous. And then as judges, we all kind of fight it out at the end to pick the winner, This isn't something that we're just kind of ticking the boxes. We really do get into the weeds of everything that you give us on the day and in advance. And so winning these is like winning a gold or a silver or a bronze if you get a commended or a climate leadership award. This is really the creme de la creme of reporting awards globally. So when I was lucky enough to be part of the team that won it back in 2016, when I was at CDSB, I really say for us, it recognized the community that helped us, really build our work. But it sort of gave us the energy and the momentum to keep going to where we are and what we've achieved today, now part of the IFRS Foundation.
Fantastic. And so 10-year anniversary, as I touched on, we've seen a huge change. Are there a few things that have really stood out for you in terms of the kind of change we've seen, the progress that we've seen?
Goodness, well, what hasn't changed is the absolutely robust process that these guys running the awards. It's absolutely fantastic year on year. So a huge congratulations to A4S, ICAEW, and the Deloitte teams. It's absolutely fantastic. That hasn't changed. But what has changed is the caliber and the diversity of the reports year on year. They get better and better. We're moving beyond tick boxing to really quite sophisticated reporting. Beyond the compliance, integrated across all of business and within the finance function, and really seeing the finance function play that leading role where we want them to be in driving change.
And thinking of this year and the fantastic finalists that we have in the room and around the world, are there a few themes that you think it's really important to highlight that have cut across the diverse entries that we've had this year?
Well, let's just start by saying the entries did not disappoint, Jessica. They really did not disappoint. And, as a judge, there's already a shortlisting process to get to us. And I've got no idea how they managed to sift through them, because when we get them, they're so good that it's really, really hard to work it through. But this year, and very much a theme I'm seeing across all dialogues, be it UN or Climate Week, there's a real action focus to reporting and ambition that I think we've never really seen before, and we absolutely need to see now. We're moving beyond the narrow risk approach and focus, and embracing nature positive, net zero, resilience and transition as part of our reporting. And I think that's definitely the right direction. We've also never seen so many climate leaders. I mean, everyone could be a climate leader. Actually, I can't give everyone a climate leadership award. It was very difficult to get one this year because there were so many outstanding climate leadership contenders. So if you did get one, well done. And if you didn't, well done, because just to get there in the first place, absolutely fantastic. And also a record number of commendeds this year as well. So really hard to pick, Jessica, a winner. And I must say a huge congratulations to it all. It's been my toughest year judging I've had in the last few years, and I must just simply say well done, and thank you for joining.
Yeah, and I think the other thing that really highlights for me is the number of finalists that the team managed to sneak through. So as Marty said, you have this 3-stage assessment process. Every year, the number that end up with the judges gets higher and higher, and I think that is also a testament to the real tangible work that finance community is doing around the world. So I'm sure you're not waiting to hear Marty and me chat all night. I'd love to hand back to Nina, and we can get going hearing who has won.
Well, I, for one, was really enjoying that. I could have listened to you two talk all night, but the time has come. Thank you, Jessica and Marty, for your insights. We've just heard how forensic the judging process was, so let's see who has grabbed those goals. We'll now move on to the bit you have been waiting for, the awards. So the first category tonight is moving financial markets, large organisations. This award recognises large organisations that have investment activities, products and services that demonstrate ambition to build a more sustainable financial system. To learn more about the finalists in this category, we will now watch an overview of their entries.
So the moving financial markets category this year is really exciting. It's so big, we've had to divide it into two categories. So we have small and medium-sized funds, projects and initiatives in one category, and in the other category, we have the large organizations. And this award recognises organisations that have investment activities, products and services that demonstrate ambition to build a more sustainable financial system.
At Aviva Investors, the way we try to move markets is by engaging with those who are in charge as macro stewards to encourage them to, as we put it in finance, internalize the externalities, or to put it bluntly, make the right thing pay and the wrong thing cost. If we can engage with governments and policymakers to make the fiscal environment, the broader market environment reward the right thing, then that's how markets should work. And until and unless externalities are actually embedded in the real cash flows of the company, markets aren't being moved at all.
Moody's is moving the financial markets through all of the capabilities and expanding our capabilities in the sustainability and ESG space. We are expanding them through acquisitions, through new products, and then we are integrating all of those capabilities into the rest of our offering to really provide value and help our customers incorporate all of these considerations into their decision-making process.
Uniquely, we engage with companies. We talk to them about their plans and how their business strategy and ESG strategy are aligned. And we overlay that with a deep understanding of companies and sectors, the expertise of our sustainable finance team, and high quality data from across the S&P Global organisation. So that gives investors a forward-looking deep dive into a company's preparedness for risk and opportunity.
To present this first award, please welcome Jeannie Young, Chief Sustainability Officer at Blue Onion and one of the judges for the awards. Jeannie, could you please announce tonight's winner?
Thank you. So for this category of moving financial markets, large organizations, what really stood out for the judges was this organization's particular strategic view on its role within the global financial system. Referred to as its macro stewardship approach, which started in essence nearly 2 decades ago, it includes working with clients, policymakers, regulators, and supranationals to help create a global financial system that works for the planet and its people. Its input to the sustainability movement has resulted in a strong legacy that shows no sign of slowing down. I am delighted to announce that the winner is Aviva Investors.
This way I go. Brilliant. Thank you very much. Thanks very much, and thank you, everyone. I think it's wonderful to receive this today and to echo Steve's comments around the fact that we really, to build the sustainable financial future we want to see, we have to internalize the externalities that are not yet priced into the system. In particular, this really is about finance for the future. And in fact, I take this as an invite for us to please all work together and collaborate to how we can build that system together, because we really see ourselves as part of that broader system where we're all working towards that financial future. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Jeannie, and congratulations on your win, Aviva Investors. Our next category is moving financial markets, small and medium organisations. This award recognises small and medium-sized funds, projects and initiatives that have investment activities, products and services that demonstrate ambition to build a more sustainable financial system. To learn more about the finalists in this category, let's take a look.
We were looking for investment activities, products and services that really contribute towards building a more sustainable financial system, and particularly leadership driving and shaping that future fit financial architecture.
Together, we've developed a pay-for-success bond mechanism that's the first of its kind to accelerate healthy landscapes. It generates a financial return for impact investors by addressing 14 United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, thereby attracting diverse public and private outcome payers, or we call them healthy landscape customers, who want to accelerate sustainability with deep green impacts on the ground.
Sustainability is embedded in everything that we do, across our spectrum of capital, so all the way from our grant making through to our social investment, our impact investment, our ESG allocation, and our responsible and sustainable investments. The foundation has got an ESG carve-out, it's got an allocation for impact investing, where we look at impact and financial return on a level playing field. We've got a social impact investing allocation, where we are impact first and concessionary financial returns to unlock as much impact as we possibly can. And we've also got our grant work.
We're driven by a mission, and that mission is to show that venture capital can really make a difference in the world. And that's been our driving force. That's actually why we've been able to recruit a great team of people, because everybody feels this mission. That's why I think today we appeal to great entrepreneurs who want to make a difference in the world, because they see an alignment of interest, and hopefully they see the authenticity that I think we have. So for us, this is not a job, this is a passion.
We believe we have a very innovative model that can be replicated in other parts of the world. And that's other indigenous nations and other countries lack this. Even the ones that are really advanced don't have this opportunity that we have, where we actually work together in a group to make us stronger. Like economies of scale, we bring our purchasing power together, and it allows us to access more on behalf of an individual nation.
So with over 80% of the world's capital now committed to investing sustainably, we're enabling those investments to be measured in terms of their financial performance, which in turn will enable more money to flow into investments which are going to have a positive impact on the world and help us achieve global goals.
To present this award, please welcome Alison Vipon, Sustainability Policy and Innovation Lead at Ecology Building Society and one of the judges for the awards. Alison, could you do the honours and please announce tonight's winner?
The motivation behind this organisation was clear to the judges. This was about finding a solution to a problem and not about marketing a new product. It uses innovative capital markets expertise to offer very low interest rates on loans to drive sustainable development amongst the Indigenous community. Its approach is scalable both nationally and internationally. I am delighted to announce that the winner is First Nations Finance Authority.
Congratulations to First Nations Finance Authority. This is London Calling. Congratulations again. Would you like to say a few words?
I would love to, thank you.
On behalf of the FNFA's Board of Directors, its 145 First Nation members across Canada, and its staff, I would like to thank the Finance for the Future Committee. ESG has been a recent entry into the financial lexicon, but for thousands of years, First Nations have opened and closed their ceremonies and meetings with a prayer acknowledging the land and all on it. Right now, I'm the only person at FNFA aware of this honor. However, in the coming hours, you will find there's thousands of people across Canada that will be equally as proud as I am today. Thank you very much.
They'll be waking up happy. Congratulations on your win, First Nations Finance Authority. I'm delighted to say that we have a highly commended in this category. Alison, can you please reveal who has got that award?
The judges were very impressed with this organisation's long-standing experience in this field and its philosophy that if it cannot determine a potential sizable climate-related impact upfront in a potential investee, then it doesn't invest. The judges also commended the team for using their knowledge and experience to influence the wider ecosystem and raise the ESG bar within the private equity market. I'm pleased to announce highly commended has been awarded to ETF Partners.
Thank you so much, Alison, and congratulations, ETF Partners. You can collect your certificate at the end of the ceremony. The third award this evening is Communicating Integrated Thinking. This award recognises organisations that are practising authentic integrated thinking and are communicating this to their providers of financial capital. To learn more about the finalists in this category, let's watch an overview of their entries.
The award recognizes organizations that have integrated thinking embedded in their organizations. That is a starting point of the conversation. But more importantly, how they are practicing that type of authentic view through their communication channels.
Through investor-focused communications, for example, sustainability and D&I are covered as part of our quarterly financial results updates to the market, and various other communications, through which we share insights as a thought leader with our industry and beyond, which we consider to be really important to help us learn and support others to adopt more integrated approaches to communication.
Our natural capital reports, we believe, are some of the first of their type in the world, where we've been able to take values that are driven on litres and hectares and tonnes of carbon and translate those into a common financial reporting framework to clearly articulate the value beyond a traditional balance sheet.
We know that sustainability topics can appear inaccessible at times, so we focus on providing clear, concise and consistent messaging, tailored to the audience, so they truly get what they need. We truly believe that accessibility to general purpose users and technical experts is critical if we are to accelerate the speed of transition while supporting our customers at every stage of their lives.
What is important to us in communicating to all of our stakeholders is the consistency of our sustainability targets across all areas of our business, be that from our board strategy across our operations and also those inherent in our financing. For this reason, all 5 sustainability targets, which are our strategic priorities as a business, are fully incorporated into our financing, and indeed our entire business model is reflected in our Green Finance Framework and our Green Use of Proceeds Bond.
Sustainability is hardwired within, throughout SSE. Fundamentally, in finance, we don't have a sustainability finance team. It's a multidisciplinary approach across finance. So, whether it's within corporate finance, tax, treasury, investor relations, everyone in those departments is contributing, and focusing in on sustainability and contributing, to different aspects of all the sustainability reporting.
Tesco is a fantastic place for communicating integrated thinking because sustainability is really truly integrated into our business. our purpose and our strategy. There's lots and lots for us to communicate. For us, it's really about identifying the most material topics and making sure we're really sharing the information that our stakeholders, and particularly for me, our shareholders, are looking to understand on those areas.
Ladies and gentlemen, to present this award, please welcome Ian Wright, Managing Director of Reputation and Influence at ICAEW. Ian, could you please announce tonight's winner?
Thank you. The winner in this category was selected because it was clear that its purpose was embedded within decision-making and demonstrated across communications. The judges were impressed by the overall approach, the focus on education from the board through to customers, transparency through its TCFD and financed emissions reporting, and its innovative solutions to the climate transition. I'm very pleased to say that the winner is NatWest Group.
Thank you very much from all of the finance function to the judges and for giving us this award. We all work in finance with one ambition, to support our customers' transition, and this award is not only a recognition for what we've done in the past, but a great motivation for the years to come. Thank you so much for this recognition.
A huge congratulations there to NatWest Group. We also have a highly commended in this category. Ian, can you please reveal the name of that finalist?
Thank you very much. It was clear that as custodians of an established brand, every part of the business was involved in practicing authentic, integrated thinking. This entry's communications were considered, thought-provoking and transparent. Highly commended has been awarded to Burberry.
Thank you very much, Ian, and congratulations to Burberry. Once again, you can collect your certificate at the end of this evening's ceremony. We are now halfway through our awards. I'm sure you'll agree we've already heard some inspiring and very practical examples this evening. Now let's take a moment to meet some of our judges.
I'm Alison Vipond. I'm Sustainability Policy and Innovation Lead at Ecology Building Society.
My name's Alison Ring, and I'm the Director for Public Sector and Taxation at the ICAEW.
My name is Hubert Danso. I'm the CEO and Chairman of Africa Investor.
Hello, I'm Sarah Webster and I'm Director of Sustainable Business at Britvic plc.
Hi, my name's Marty McBrien. I'm currently Director of Strategic Alliances at the IFRS Foundation.
My name is Joe Allenson and I'm Salesforce's Finance Executive Vice President.
I'm head judge this year. I'm very excited about it.
The judging process is very enjoyable and uplifting indeed to see the very high standard of entries. But it's also been very difficult. All of our finalists are really leaders in their field, and it's made the judging process extremely challenging.
We looked at 5 completely different entities in completely different sectors. And what we were looking for particularly, and what came across, was how they had told a compelling story, and how really they'd actually shared that story with other people, and whether that story actually stood up to external challenge and scrutiny.
I've been at the forefront of watching the sustainability reporting landscape evolve. So being part of these awards again this year is a real privilege.
We were looking for investment activities, products and services that really contribute towards building a more sustainable financial system, and particularly leadership driving and shaping that future fit financial architecture.
It's very good talking about goals, but we want to see, what are you actually doing? Give tangible examples, and the companies that were able to do that were the most successful.
So we've been looking for entries that really demonstrate that they're at the leading edge of really creating, collating and curating new knowledge and engaging with their stakeholders to share that knowledge in really thoughtful ways.
And year on year, it just gets better. It gets better and better. And that's what keeps me coming back for more, to be able to see what's really happening, what's at the forefront of reporting globally.
So what really stood out for us, I think, really was the compelling story, and actually how that story had really been held up to external challenge and scrutiny.
Boy, the margin of difference is so slim sometimes in these things when each of the finalists is just super, super strong here.
You can really appreciate why these awards are so coveted in forging pathways for the mobilization of finance at scale, writing the rules in the process, and enfranchising and inspiring communities in the process. So it feels really great.
And that's why these awards are so important, because they award the people that are often working away behind the scenes to really drive these outcomes. It recognises them, it recognises their team and their organisation, but their ambition and their leadership.
Show your workings, some great insights from the judges there. We will now move on to our fourth award of the evening, Driving Change in the Finance Community. This award recognises the contribution of individuals, organisations or joint entrants in driving action to integrate sustainability through education, training or academia. Entries can be self-nominated or nominated by a third party and must be relevant to the wider accounting or finance community. To learn more about the finalists in this category, here's an overview.
In the Driving Change in the Finance Community category, we're looking for entries that are at the leading edge of creating, collating and curating new knowledge and thought leadership, and working thoughtfully and proactively with their stakeholders to ensure that that knowledge is really put at the heart of decision making to drive positive environmental and social benefits.
We work with both companies to work with them on a voluntary basis, with investors to push them and for them to push their portfolio companies, and with policymakers and regulators. And together, the collaboration and partnerships of the voluntary and the regulatory build to accelerate faster change.
So we provide world-class education for business leaders, finance professionals, and investors around environment, social, and governance issues, so ESG. We have over 500 alumni from nearly 50 countries. Our mission is to provide business leaders, including finance executives and investors, with the knowledge and tools to make more informed decisions and include ESG as a core strategic pillar and innovation driver in their companies.
The Global Alliance for Banking and Values is an international movement of pioneering leaders and organizations in the banking industry that are using finance to deliver sustainable economic, social, and environmental development. We are banks that are financing change and changing finance.
We're a public-facing campaign, which means we're trying to tell the story of the power of our money and the power of our pensions to members of the public, to ordinary savers, and get them thinking differently about their money. No one out there is doing public campaigning at the scale we are, and we're trying to change how people think about the impact they can have on the world, to think about the food they eat, the clothes they wear, how they travel, but most importantly, where their money's invested. And we think that's a really transformative impact on the global system.
What we want to do is actually change one of the key sort of drivers that tends to hold behaviour back from a sustainability perspective, and that is where the money comes from. If financial sector organisations, banks, financial institutions are not driving companies forward in terms of their sustainability efforts, then they tend to hold them back. And what we want to do is to change the way the financial sector is actually configured so it becomes a positive driver for change rather than a drag on the path towards sustainability.
I think that we have an unusual mix of using the evidence and directly testing it in the real world, which is an uncommon combination in both the practitioner world and the academic world. The fact that we're bringing this together and incorporating the research into the actions of so many senior people, really taking advantage of the fact that we're an academic institution to try to drive as much change as possible in a field in which we tend to only have practitioners take part, is unique, certainly.
I would like to invite Michael Itzer, Chief Executive of ICAEW, to present this award. Michael, could you please do the honours and announce tonight's winner?
Thank you. This organisation links research, advocacy, and most of all, a huge amount of creativity to drive cultural change. It's bringing money into the mainstream of the fight against climate change for the UK pensions market, with future plans to extend that impact. I'm very pleased to announce the winner is Make My Money Matter.
Thank you so much, and thank you on behalf of the whole team at Make My Money Matter. We're a campaign which is trying to make pensions fun. Not the easiest job, as many will know, but a really important one, because we think pensions can be our hidden superpower to build a better world. So it's really exciting to be here tonight and recognised in the Financing for the Future Awards, because we think the future of finance has individual savers at the heart of it. And, you know, to put it crudely, it's our finance and it's our future. So we're so happy to receive this award. So thank you so much.
Good luck with that, David. Huge congratulations to Make My Money Matter. Now, this category also has a highly commended. Michael, please let us know who that is.
So this organisation is achieving significant change by driving action on climate in the US capital markets, a tough arena at the moment. The judges were particularly impressed with its commitment to a just transition and to addressing the racism inherent in society, and particularly in the finance sector. So we'd like to highly commend the Carey's Accelerator for Sustainable Capital Markets. So congratulations to all the winners and the highly commended. Indeed, congratulations to all the finalists in what was an incredibly high-quality set of entries. It's been wonderful to see the Finance for the Future Awards go from strength to strength over the years, and I'm delighted that we're celebrating 10 years of the awards tonight. The geographic reach continues to grow, and it's been a pleasure for us to work with our good friends at Accounting for Sustainability and Deloitte. We live in a world of increasing uncertainty and volatility, which is impacting all of us. Ever more violent and destructive weather events, financial turmoil, deepening political divisions, and threats to democratic institutions, a global health pandemic, and now war in Europe and a resulting energy crisis, spurring inflation, rising interest rates, and further crises in the cost of living and doing business. So in the face of all these profound challenges, where does that leave the global ambition to tackle climate change and achieve net zero by 2050? The answer has to be that we cannot and will not lose sight of this ambition. The harsh reality is that none of those challenges will even be worth solving if we don't have a healthy planet to live on. It won't be easy. We know that some security and prosperity still depends on fossil fuels, particularly in the poorest nations. We also know that those poorer nations are being hardest hit by surging energy prices. But while concessions may have to be made in the short term, the longer-term solution, both to the climate crisis and indeed to averting future energy crises, remains the same: transitioning to a net zero carbon economy. We cannot underestimate the enormity of this task, nor the scale of research and development and innovation needed. For example, in energy storage. If we're to have a baseload wind and solar power system that works. We must also invest heavily in helping communities to adapt, both nationally and locally, and incentivise and assist companies to transition to more sustainable business models. We're already living with the consequences of climate change and nature loss, and we must act urgently and collectively. The markets can only get so far in solving this. The voluntary actions we see from business and finance are important and welcome, but only part of the puzzle. Tough action from governments is needed to set the wider framework to limit global warming to 1.5 degrees. These need to be more ambitious and detailed than we're currently seeing, with a greater focus on the public sector, which will give the public sector greater confidence to act. So today's awards are a source of great hope for me. We see here examples of organisations of all sizes from across the global economy, showing the leadership we need to build a truly sustainable world. Again, my congratulations to you all.
Thank you so much, Michael. Let's all focus on that hope you were talking about there. Our penultimate category this evening is Embedding an Integrated Approach, Listed Companies. This award recognises listed companies where sustainability is embedded in the overall strategy and decision-making processes, but specifically for listed companies. Let's find out a little more about the finalists in this category.
What we're looking for in this category is true integrated thinking throughout the organisation, from the very goals at the top of the organisation to all of the individual employees, and also outside of the organisations. How are we embedding that thinking with stakeholders? Because we know that collaboration is one of the keys to unlock solving the planetary and people challenges that we are facing.
At British Land, we set very ambitious targets in terms of environmental sustainability, and we're using innovative constructs to achieve that, such as our transition vehicle.
ICAEW has announced strong and bold sustainability targets, and our finance organization delivers the data and insights to make decisions free of biases on sustainability matters and against these targets. Whether it's about investment decisions or risk management, and these data, that's the basis to navigate a global logistics player like us through the transformation to a more sustainable business.
For us in MPIC, we have really embraced sustainability from the top down to our employees. We have very specific KPIs linked to our sustainability pillars, linked to our business objectives, and linked to our business metrics.
The scope evaluated considers our entire business and our value chain, from the sourcing of raw materials through production, distribution, and post-consumption. This is why at Natura, we know that for each $1 of Natura's revenue, we generate $1.5 in positive social, human, and environmental impacts. And I think this is the main difference that explains how we measure the P&L in the company.
Our work to integrate sustainability within strategic decision-making is largely housed within the finance and the risk functions. This means that we can apply our analytical and our technical expertise in this evolving field and ensure that a robust control framework underpins all of our actions. As a result, stakeholders can rely on our transparent communications and our actions to aid their own decision making.
Some of you may know that agriculture, the industry that we are in, faces big sustainability challenges, and our teams around the world are working with farmers, communities, customers, and NGOs to reduce climate impacts, empower women farmers, increase traceability, and much more. Finance clearly has had a critical role to play in this journey. Therefore, we have focused on measuring the impacts of other capitals, such as natural, human, and social, which are not necessarily covered within the ambit of conventional financial statements. We do this as part of an integrated report called Integrated Impact Statement, using advanced capital valuation methodologies.
The integration and linking of our corporate sustainability strategy to every part of our business, including our cost of funding, demonstrates to our capital providers, our customers, our suppliers, and our employees our commitment to our stated purpose to create, protect, and care, and also to our commitment of attaining our sustainability targets that we have set.
So here at Tesco, we were the first major UK corporate to launch a sustainability-linked bond. Our finance teams work hand in hand with our business partnering teams in commercial and environment across the business to deliver on our sustainability commitments.
To present this award, please welcome Jessica Fries back to the stage. Jessica, could you please announce tonight's winner?
Thanks a lot, Nina. So we didn't quite come to fisticuffs on this one, but we were doing the judging virtually, so that would have been quite an effort. But it was very hard to spit all of the finalists, so congratulations. But we did have to come up with a winner. So this organisation was selected as the winner in this category because they were really able to demonstrate how sustainability was embedded into the culture and purpose of the organisation, having a really clear impact to increase resilience in the company and the countries in which they operate. The judges were really impressed with the commitment from the leadership and the way they were able to show how they operationalised sustainability into the way that the business was run and decisions were taken. I am really pleased to say that the winner is Metro Pacific Investment Corporation.
Huge congratulations, Metro Pacific Investments Corporation. Thank you so much for joining us virtually tonight. I'd be delighted if you'd like to say a few words to the audience.
Thank you. From the Philippines at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, we are deeply honored to even just be a finalist for the Finance for the Future Award. At MPIC, we do sustainability as part of our overall stakeholder value creation, along with our purpose for improving the lives of the Filipinos and communities we serve. We did not expect this, but we dedicate this recognition to our board, our chairman, CEO, MVP, and everyone in our MPIC family who have really embraced sustainability in ensuring a resilient and better future for all. This recognition will inspire and push us all, not just to continue what we are doing, but to do much, much more. Thank you again. Thank you very much.
Congratulations once again to Metro Pacific Investments Corporation and for joining us at this such a late hour there. Thank you. Now, due to the number of incredible entries, the judges have decided to give 2 highly commended in this category. Jessica, can you please reveal the first finalist who is highly commended?
Nina. Yeah, I did say that we did struggle. So the judges were really impressed with the way this company has developed an integrated profit and loss, which measures the full set of impacts and allows the organisation to make more informed, holistic business decisions. The judges were inspired by the overall approach and the impact the entry aims to achieve in the market. So the highly commended has been awarded to Natura & Co.
Jessica, can you please reveal the second company that is highly commended?
So the second highly commended, this organisation demonstrated leadership from the CFO. They had a really well-established finance for sustainability team who are driving the actions to embed sustainability into the commercial heart of the organisation. They had a really strong focus across the organisation and were really driving a mindset shift, considering how sustainability was an investment, not a cost or expense to the business. And they were really able to bring this to life with a lot of examples. The team are taking a holistic view, thinking beyond their own business to the role that they can play, collaborating with others to address sustainability challenges. So the second highly commended has been awarded to Olam Food Ingredients.
Thank you so much, Jessica. Congratulations to Olam Food Ingredients, to Natura & Co, and once again to Metro Pacific Investments Corporation. Our final category this evening is embedding an integrated approach, non-listed companies. This award recognises non-listed companies where sustainability is embedded in the overall strategy and decision-making processes. The award recognises finance teams that play a critical role in achieving this. Let's find out more about the finalists.
Our panel was looking at embedding an integrated approach. And what we were looking for in this category particularly was how the entity had incorporated environmental and social outcomes into their strategic objectives and how they'd actually incorporated that into their decision-making processes across the organisation.
We have embedded the integrated thinking as a critical tool within the organization, and through which we have been conceptualizing, prioritizing, and operating tech startups in the line of the value creation potential on our 5 capitals. So we saw our businesses remaining resilient and growing despite global challenges which heavily affected our island nation for the last 2 years.
Sustainability is increasingly important to Edinburgh Airport. We launched our Greater Good strategy last year after months of work, and it's part of what we do in finance now. Irrespective of your role, your seniority, your remit, you have a sustainability angle to your job within finance. And the senior management team is leading by example, and we are putting ourselves in uncomfortable positions to drive change across our business.
By preparing our natural capital reports, we've been able to change the conversations in our business of how nature is perceived and given a more balanced framework for making better decisions to make sure environmental and natural capital values are given equal opportunity when we're making better decisions for the future.
Extract's at the forefront of the transition of the automotive industry from internal combustion engine technology through hybridization to ultimately electric vehicles. We successfully delivered multiple transmission projects for hybrid and next generation EVs in both motorsport and high performance automotive markets.
Wellington is now, because of Zealandia, one of the only cities in the world where bird biodiversity is on the rise, not the decline. Now, we don't just stop there. We choose our projects carefully. We push the boundaries of conservation, and we seek to share our knowledge nationally and internationally so that others can learn from what we do and enact change in their own landscapes.
To present this award, please welcome David Allen, one of the judges in this category, to the stage. David, could you please announce tonight's winner?
Absolutely. Hello, everyone. The judges were impressed with this entry's commitment to the purpose and the quality of the work done to publish the Natural Capital Report and to use the report to guide meaningful change in the business. The entry also demonstrated a good combination of leadership and effectiveness in shaking up a very traditional sector. The team have a real keenness to share what they've done for the benefit of others and of the planet, and have an unusual and powerful ability to articulate their story and vision clearly. I'm very pleased to announce that the winner is Forico.
Congratulations, Forico. What a fantastic win. I could see you smiling all the way through that description of your work. And thank you for joining us at 4 a.m. in Tasmania. Good morning to you. Would you like to say a few words?
Yeah, thank you. I wish I'd actually brought the champagne out rather than the coffee now, but thank you so much. Forico is delighted to be awarded this recognition amongst such exceptional fellow finalists. This award has been possible due to the efforts of so many people across our business, whether they were accountants, ecologists, foresters, scientists, or even our investors, to try and find a common language for the value of natural capital. We're excited to share how we see finance professionals becoming an integral part of the solution towards a truly sustainable and nature positive future. So thank you so much. It's wonderful.
Thank you, Forico. A great excuse to have bubbles for breakfast there. I am delighted to say that we also have a highly commended in this category. David, can you reveal who the finalist is, please?
I'm delighted to, yes. The judges were impressed by the steps that this organisation have taken to embed sustainability into their strategy and to get their house in order. It was clear that this has been a real team effort and that finance is pushing for and achieving meaningful change on lots of different fronts. This company is a great example of how progress can be made at speed by regarding sustainability as an opportunity to improve rather than just as a problem. Highly commended has been awarded to Edinburgh Airport.
Great work, Edinburgh Airport. Congratulations. Thank you, David. We are now going to the final part of the ceremony, the 2022 Climate Leaders Award. And for that, I will hand over to Veronica Poole, Vice Chair of Deloitte UK, Global IFRS and Corporate Reporting Leader. Veronica.
Well, let me start by echoing some of Michael's remarks. The past year has seen a devastating string of extreme weather events, from floods in Pakistan, Canada, and the US, to extreme drought across Europe, East Africa, and California. So we are already living in a climate crisis. The science is telling us that this problem is continuing to grow, not to diminish. The Russian invasion of Ukraine, the energy crisis, the growing cost of living have sparked worries about a setback as nations move to protect energy supplies. The recent UN report on the progress towards the SDGs stated that these interlinked crises are putting the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development in grave danger, along with humanity's very own survival. The report details the reversal of years of progress due to COVID-19, climate change, conflicts that are creating spin-off impacts on food and nutrition, health, education, the environment, and peace and security. So if we are to deliver meaningful progress for people and the planet by 2030, we need to move and act now. We need to turn back the tide of climate devastation and unlock a resilient, sustainable, clean energy economy to preserve our planet. Today is therefore an opportunity to celebrate organizations that are taking action. We have seen some amazing examples of climate leadership, innovation, commitment, and progress across all categories. Judges selected 5 winners. Each of them provides an inspiration and a learning opportunity for us all. It is my great pleasure to announce our first winner. Deshkan Zibi Conservation Impact Bond. Now, congratulations to Deshkan, Zibi, and they should be joining us on screen. But what really shone What really shone out to the judges was this organization's collaborative approach to harness the different knowledge, skills, and experiences of the many different partners involved, from indigenous people and conservationists to the holders of capital, to mobilize private capital towards reversing the trend of habitat loss in one of Canada's most fragile ecoregions. So in one sentence, what does it mean to you to become a climate leader?
Oh my goodness, this is amazing for the recognition. We feel that being a climate leader is creating gifts for future generations, that we're all accountable for the irreparable harm to people and nature through colonial economic systems. So this is one small step to start to shift those systems to make positive impacts for climate and nature. Thank you.
Well, thank you and many congratulations again. Our second winner is Deutsche Post DHL. The judges recognize the opportunity that this organization has to effect the real change in a high-impact sector. We were impressed by the board's commitment to walk the talk with clearly defined 2030 targets in place relating to sustainable fuel, electrification, and carbon-neutral design. So, Deutsche Post, can I ask you to come to the stage? A question to you, just in one sentence. What does it mean to you to be a climate leader?
Yeah, thank you very much for the recognition for what we are doing in Deutsche Post DHL. I mean, we accept that we have a global footprint and we accept also the leadership we need to take on it. And the award today is just a signal that we do the right thing and that we need to continue like that. Thank you.
Thank you. Congratulations. Now, the next winner is Global Alliance for Banking Values. This alliance has been recognized for their pioneering work based on international collaboration and sharing best practice on measuring and reporting financed emissions. Using their network, they have been instrumental in initiating and driving the global implementation of the Partnership for Carbon Accounting Financials Global Standard. So, may I ask you to come to stage? In one sentence, what does it mean to you to be a climate leader?
I think it's important that we all recognise that the financial sector is really changing, and it's important that we all consider not just what we do, but how we do things and why we do things. And I think every piece of business that we do, same as everybody else in the room, every loan that we give has the potential to make a difference, whether for better or for worse. And as we're making those decisions, I think we all need to bear that in mind. On behalf of the Global Alliance for Banking on Values, thank you very much.
Thank you. Congratulations. Our fourth winner is Moody's. Moody's plays a catalytic leadership role in equipping the next generation of market participants, providing them with the tools and insights to make more sustainable decisions, de-risk emerging markets and developing countries, as well as forging collective action to combat greenwashing. So, Moody's, can I ask you to come On stage, please. Congratulations, and let me ask that same question again. What does it mean to you to be a climate leader?
Well, first of all, I'd like to say thank you on behalf of Moody's. It's a very humbling experience to actually be here sharing the panel with so many amazing organizations, really just changing the world. For us, it means accountability, it means transparency, and really just, moving ahead with our commitment to becoming to transition towards net zero by 2040. So we recognize this is just the beginning of our journey, and we're very proud to be celebrating with you all and to see the momentum around climate leadership today. So thank you very much for the recognition.
Thank you for your leadership. And our final winner is SSE. SSE's climate communications were comprehensive, leading, and innovative. Their net zero transition plan and progress report, the associated acceleration program, and their focus on a just transition clearly demonstrated how they're moving from targets to action. The judges particularly commend the shareholder annual say on climate. So, SSE, could you please come on stage? Congratulations. And one last time, I will ask that same question. What does it mean to be a climate leader for you?
I can give you one word. Wow.
Wow is good.
Thank you very much. It's such an honour to be here and to be recognised. We are going through an energy crisis, so we completely understand that, and we think we've got a big part to be involved in that. We think we can supply green jobs, green investment, and ultimately be a part of the change to sustain our energy going forward. So thank you very much for everyone.
Wonderful. Thank you, and many congratulations. So these are our 5 climate leaders. Congratulations to all of them. And they can collect their awards. All of you can collect your awards later on in the evening. So thank you.
Thank you, Veronica, and congratulations once again to all our climate leaders. All the judges agreed it was incredibly challenging trying to select the winners this year, so I would also like to congratulate all the finalists on getting to the final stage. Well done. That concludes tonight's award presentations. A huge congratulations to all our winners, highly commended, and climate leaders for entering and sharing your remarkable stories, which I'm sure will inspire, influence, and inform us all towards greater action. I'm sure you will all agree that we've seen some excellent examples of organisations driving change towards a more sustainable economy. I hope you leave here tonight inspired to take even more action. If you want to find out more about tonight's winners or are thinking of entering the awards next year, please do visit the awards website, financeforthefuture.org. Thank you to all of the finalists for their commitment during this process, judges, assessors, award presenters, and our virtual audience sharing the evening with us alongside our guests in London. Finally, I would like to recognise the commitment of the partner organisations ICAEW, A4S and Deloitte. We hope you all have enjoyed the celebration with us. Thank you and goodbye.